Hi, it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card Weekly Guidance for the, put my teeth in, 22nd to the 28th of January. And we've got a full moon this week. And funny enough, one of these cards has a big full moon in it as well. So if you've not connected in with the cards, then I'd like to just choose cards 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to reveal the messages, themes, and energies that will support you over the next 7 days. We have the bonus card, which is all about magic and miracles. So what to focus on to create and experience those. And if you're not aware, I'm using the Akashic Oracle card deck, which is my own deck, to support these messages. And also, I have been trialing out my Akashic Aura Ascension Spray. I haven't even got a sales link for this, but this is really supporting me with my connection to my Akashic records. So I've been using it for the last few days, and my channeling skills, that's the thing that I've been noticing, because I don't really pick up on energy. So I'm sure if people sprayed this amazing essence on themselves, they'd be able to feel the vibration. The way that I'm seeing the changes is in my ability to channel and the wisdom and information that I come through. And for those that have already worked with me and the way, you understand how I channel in the sessions and stuff like that, it is off the charts. So it definitely works in terms of connection, strengthening connection to the Akashic record. So if you want to know a little bit more about what this is, what's in it, there's a lot of Master Merlin in here and Archangel Metatron. It's really there to support you with the ascension process and opening up your skills and gifts, but it also is there to really connect, help you connect with the Akashic records even more deeply to receive the wisdom. However you want to do that, however you want to receive that. Okay, so these cards this week, and I say this every week, there is a thread running through these, even to the bonus card, which is Magic and Miracles. So there's different elements of these 3 cards that make up the magic and the miracles. And there's a thread that runs through. So if you've watched the other cards, chosen another card 3 is my main card, and you've come back to listen to all the cards, well done. And I would love for you to, let me know what you feel the theme is. I almost said it. What the theme is that runs through these cards, these first 3 cards anyway, that result in the 4th card, the bonus card. Okay, so we've got a repeater from last week for card 1, and it is sold contracts. So we've got this continuation for me, and if you didn't pick this card, which was in position 2 last week, then you've got this definite kind of creation of new relationships, new kind of connections with people, speaking to new people coming into your experience, new friends, new clients, new people that maybe you want to follow as like a mentor or a teacher or somebody that you're not sure why, but you just want to learn a little bit more about their wisdom and their insights and their, whatever it is that they're sharing. This could be people, this could be literal new contracts, as in contracts with a new job. So it's definitely new relationships, new people, deepening connections, deepening relationships with people. So that's what we've got going on here. And again, we're right at the beginning of the year, January. So I think these foundational weeks that what we're doing and what we're experiencing really helps to set up what we're going to continue to experience, focus on, get support from, maybe have challenges with. So we've got those blessings going on and we're working through those. These foundational weeks right at the beginning set up, I think, I feel, I perceive, believe that what we're kind of like experiencing at the moment is a continuation. It's set in the kind of the foundations of what we're going to continue to focus on, experience through our 2024. So this really gets us to think about which people do you want to hang out with? Which people do you want to listen to? Which teachings do you want to take on board? And are they resonating with you anymore? It might be that you've followed somebody for a little while, like myself even, and it's you know, you're ready to kind of move on to listening to somebody new, or to changing your friendship circle slightly because your interests have changed, or you know, your family members, you know, they might just not be getting where you are at this point in time, and that's okay. And it's about kind of letting whatever guilt you have around that go. And this is about choosing the people who you want to spend time with and form these new, beautiful soul contracts with. So these people can show up just out of the blue, seemingly, but those connections, those etheric connections have already been established. These people might come up from your past and they are coming in to, you know, re-establish a connection. And then there might be some people that are already in your sphere, and it's, as I say, it's a deepening of that connection instead. And now, of course, there might be some people that also get let go of, but I want you to focus on who do I want to connect with at this point in time? Who is really going to help me, encourage me, support me, open up my mind, open up my awareness about spirituality, about the world, about myself? Who's going to do that? And you'll just find yourself gravitating towards those people. So allow the process to happen, but also bring in a conscious element to that, and just notice if there is anything that you need to edit in your life in terms of connections and relationships. And ask for love, ask for support from your spirit team in order to do that, because you can ask for that to be done in a gentle and graceful way. Doesn't seem to always happen in that way, but set the intention and ask for that, because at least you've asked for it. And who knows, it might have, you know, if something feels challenging and it doesn't feel graceful and it doesn't feel gentle, if you hadn't set that intention, it might have been far far greater, far bigger. So if there are people that you want to untangle from, then yeah, do set that intention and know that your spirit team are always here to help and serve and support you. So that they're always listening. So trust that process, trust the, you know, that they have heard your intentions and your asks, and allow them to deliver that. Allow yourself to trust that process. But who do you want to hang out with? Who do you want in your experience at this time, certainly in this week, but at this time in your 2024, who is going to elevate your experience rather than bring it down? So that's your first card. Let me know if that card resonates, and let me know if you would like further support from a one-to-one perspective where I can support you with Akashic healing and also Akashic guidance. If you want to get your own deck of cards, if you want to get yourself one of these new Ascension Aura Ascension sprays, freshen up the aura, but also help that connection with your Akashic records and your guides, then let me know. Let me know. I'd love to support you. Okay. So you're not probably going to get the theme, but you might, I mean, you might have done, you might have got it straight away. That is connection with other souls, connection with like-minded people. That's your first theme. We move into nature. So obviously we've got Fae elementals in here, beautiful, beautiful, vibrant colours, nurturing, nourishing space. And it feels cozy, but it feels magical. And it's like this abundance of bright energy, which is you know, when you step into nature, it's like you know, our batteries are being like charged up. You can see the levels going up, and it's like, and you know, you may not be conscious of that, but you know, that's what's happening on a level. Our batteries are being recharged. So it's kind of like we can kind of then get on with our day or week or whatever with a bit more energy, a bit more motivation, a bit more maybe in a balance and peace and equilibrium. Our physical bodies, our minds our souls, our emotional bodies need connection to Mother Earth, to nature. And so if you pick card 2 as your main card, then this is a real invitation and acknowledgement that connection to nature for you is going to be your way of recharging your batteries, getting your inspiration, getting your ideas, getting your break that you need from the everyday, maybe anxiety, stresses, worries, whatever it might be, going into nature, feeling nurtured and nourished by nature. Now, here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in winter, so it doesn't look as flourishing as that. However, still getting out in nature and, you know, listening maybe to water, running water, or being near water, and just, you know, connecting to the trees, placing your hands on the trees, placing your hands on the earth, that still works. It's still, you know, just going for walks in nature, it still works. Being out in your garden is still going to help you to feel connected to Mother Earth. So it's connection to Mother Earth, and your soul, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, all need this connection to Mother Earth. Just from a grounding perspective, earthing, feeling safe, feeling held. Mother Nature does that for you. Mother Nature, as we know, is a great teacher in terms of cycles and teaching us a little bit in terms of our own cycles and, you know, what works and maybe what doesn't work. From a busyness and doing perspective, and when to pull back and when to go all in. You know, nature shows us that in glorious technicolor. So how can you connect in more with nature this week to nurture your own nature? Being in nature to nurture your own nature. That's what's needed with card 2. It's connection to Mother Earth and plants, animals, the elementals, the elements, all of that is connection there. So let me know how that card resonates. I know that a lot of you go into nature for that very purpose, but there might be something that requires you to do even more to up-level your connection to nature more. And it might be that there's something waiting for you to be downloaded, and it for whatever reason that the space wherever you go or happen to accidentally go is just the right place for you to receive that information. And or it might be that you don't get out into nature very much, and you know your soul is kind of like, I need some nature, I need some mother, you know, nurturing, and I need to earth, and my physical body needs the negative ions to bring me back to a place of equilibrium. I need the fresh air. So let me know how the card resonates, and we're going to move on to card 3. This is a card that was my main focus, but all of these are really relevant. So you may have guessed what the common theme is. You may not have done yet. This is the full moon. We've got the full moon in here. We've got deception and betrayal. And for me, this is connection to ourself, connection to our shadow, and connection to those things that perhaps we are still wanting to put into the shadow or place behind us, that we want to avoid. Maybe because we don't feel that we're ready to go through the process of healing or acknowledgement. Maybe we feel it's too painful, so we want to avoid it. Maybe we feel ashamed. Maybe we feel like a failure. Whatever it might be that we are holding back on looking at in a deeper way, this card is asking us to face our fears, do some self-reflection, do some journaling, and bring the hand around into the light, into the full moon, so it can be released. The full moon is in Leo this week. Leo is really strong. strong energy, you know, it's the roar of the lion, it's confidence, it's boldness, it's courage, it's that roar. So if there's one moon that's going to really help us to go into our shadows and look at those bits and pieces that we are avoiding, that we are resisting, then this is the moon to do that. So take strength, take courage, and this deepens your connection with yourself. This is your shadow, working with your shadow a little bit more this week. And bringing her into the light, bringing him into the light. Knowing that there isn't anything to fear, that you are held and that you are safe in doing, you know, that work. But if you feel that you need more support, you need more professional support, then reach out to those right people. And if you want to reach out to me, I can definitely support you or advise somebody to help you, depending on what it is. There's lots of people that I know. But this is about you facing your fears, facing where you perhaps feel hurt because you've been deceived, you've been betrayed by somebody or by a circumstance of something, or you're deceiving and betraying yourself because you're telling yourself something that isn't true. And that can be a limiting belief. And until we really look at that limiting belief and that negative narrative story and actually see it for what it really is, which will be a fear probably of some kind that's being exaggerated and amplified. But until we decide that we're going to look at that, we continue to deceive ourselves and believe the untruth. And this card is saying, let's connect more deeply with ourselves and let's look at this. Journaling is a really easy and effective way to do that. And it's empowering because you can do it yourself. And if you need any help around any journaling questions, prompts, let me know. But also you could like put in a suggestion into Google, and I'm sure there will be a whole host of journal prompts that will come up as well. So where are you deceiving and betraying yourself, or holding on to something around that, keeping yourself in the dark when you don't need to, holding yourself back, not looking at your shadow or not working with your shadow? So this is about connection to self. So have you got what it is yet in terms of the common thread? Some of you probably got it by now. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you kind of know what it is, and if you don't, that's okay, because I'm going to reveal it. Again, if you want to work with me one-to-one, you want to get your own deck of cards, or maybe you want to get your own Akashic Aura Ascension spray to support your connection with your guides and to the Akashic Records. As I say, my channeling skills have definitely leveraged and amplified in the last few days since I've been using it. It's amazing. Master Merlin is brilliant. Okay, so the final card is Magic and Miracles. And this kind of tops off what we're going to be looking at in terms of the other three cards. The thread between this card, and this card is connection. Our humanness craves connection of all kinds. Connection with others, ideally aligned people, or spiritual. Connection to nature, Mother Earth. Connection to ourselves and the darker aspects of ourselves, and not being fearful of going there, and embracing and loving those parts of ourselves. So connection in all different types of types and forms is the theme of the week. And in order, or in creating that and being aware of our connections and how we can bolster and leverage and encourage and amplify, we create magic and miracles, and what it creates is balance and flow. So what we've got here is the magic and miracle of being able to feel really centered, because we are putting all of these pieces into place. And so We are really connected in with ourselves, with our energy. We're, you know, knowing exactly how much energy we want to give. We have really good personal boundaries about our energy, you know, good boundaries with other people. And so the more we have that, the more balance and flow we create. And more balance and flow that we have, the more we're able to create magic and miracles, because we're in the right place for creating it. And being in balance and flow is a magic and a miracle all in itself. Magic and miracles come from being in balance and flow. So one creates the other. One impacts the other. So if you are looking at your connections this week in all of the different ways that I've mentioned, and really kind of maybe looking at the balance, maybe I'm peopling too much and I need to get out into nature a little bit more. Maybe I'm spending a lot of time out in nature and I'm avoiding looking at some stuff like shadow work and resistance, and I'm using nature as as an excuse, you know, I need to go and connect in nature, I need to ground, because, you know, that feels good. Yes, it does feel good, but if you're doing it all of the time, then maybe the connection is with something else to get this balance. And when we get balance, we get flow. And when we get flow, we're available for the magic and the miracles, or we just see the magic and miracles, because the magic and miracles are here all of the time. It's just whether we choose to see them or not. It's all about us and our perspective. Magic and miracles are here all of the time. It's whatever your perspective of what magic and miracles are and how you package that up. All of our perspectives around what magic and miracles are all going to be different. But magic and miracles are here all of the time. We are surrounded by magic and miracles. And, you know, a perspective shift creates magic and miracles in a matter of seconds. So that's why it's good to do reflection work and journaling work and stuff like that, shadow work, because that's where we can really have a shift of perspective and that massive aha. And it's like, oh my gosh. And that's magic and miracles straight there. And you've created it yourself. And then that could let go of a whole host of anxiety and worry, and you get balance and you get flow. But that's because you've gone and looked at this. So all of these are connected. All of them are amazing, powerful and potent individually, but together they create this beautiful full picture for you. So how are you going to create your balance and flow this week for your magic and your miracles? How are you going to do that? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear, where do you need to get more of that balance between those three cards to create the magic and the miracle? So let me know. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful week. If you want to get the deck of cards, click the link below. If you want to ask me about the Ascension Aura Spray, the Akashic Ascension Aura Spray, then also just give me a little nod in the comments and I will send you some more information. Have a beautiful week. Have an amazing full moon in Leo. And if you're not aware, I've got my one-to-one free card readings happening in my Soul Alchemist community Facebook group on Thursday, 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. UK time as GMT. So if you want to join me there to be in that space to get a free card reading, then you know where to go. And if you need the link for that, then let me know and I'll drop that in the comments as well. Okay, so love and blessings, everybody. Have a beautiful week and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.